I strongly submit. Now, Tiki said that as a quarterback, there's so many things going on that it would be hard to corral him during a game, meaning when you get back to the huddle, it's really tough to address Odell Beckham's childish antics. I basically said if it was Drew Brees or Brady or somebody else like that, Rodgers, that crap isn't flying. I believe Eli needs to help out the rookie coach and be more assertive during the game, in the huddle. What's your take, Rich? You're a former quarterback.
Well, I think you've got to play to your strengths and your personality. I just don't see Eli's not a helmet thrower. He's not going to be a guy. I think there's a shot of it. I think last weekend on the sidelines, maybe 2 weeks ago, when Odell slammed the kicking net and he was trying to talk to him at that point. Clearly, he's an emotional guy. I don't think you want to take that away from him, but he has to learn to control his emotions better. And I think when your own self-interest overrides those of the team, I think you put yourself and your team at risk. And that's what he's doing right now. I mean, he's becoming a bit of a distraction. Opponents are very aware of it, so they're trying to egg him on and draw personal fouls and to get him to kind of get out of his game a little bit. You can't allow that to happen. I think between Eli, between Ben McAdoo, the rest of the receivers coach, everybody, you got to sit him down.
Yeah.
You got to say, hey, listen, you can't continue to do this because you're becoming a distraction. You're taking away from all the good things we're trying to accomplish as a football team.
We definitely want to run some other stuff. I know you had some great comments on Carr, so we'll get to that. We don't want to spend all the time on Beckham. It's probably boring the audience. But I wanted to at least follow this up. As a quarterback, can you at least see – that was where Tiki and I disagreed. If you're the quarterback, can you see that distraction, or are you completely unaware that that's going on?
Rich, think of it this way. Eli completes a pass to Odell Beckham Jr. He goes out of bounds. He gets hit late by Xavier Rhodes. Is Eli aware of that and aware of Odell's reaction to Xavier Rhodes? My thought was there's no chance. I mean, there's too many other things going on. He's trying to get the next play. He's down in it's all those other things that you have to worry about in the 25 seconds before the next play goes off.
Well, Tiki, you're right. Usually that's how it is. I mean, you're as soon as you see the completion, the guy gets out of bounds. I mean, I'm usually turning to look at the play clock. I'm looking down distance situation. I'm looking at who's coming on the field, substitutions. I always try to make eye contact with the play caller if he's down the field. See who's coming on. I want to watch the defensive substitution. So there's a lot that goes on in those 25 seconds or whatever it is. And, there's a lot to process. So, but at the same time, I mean, in between television timeout or, in between a series or, stoppage play, the chance in the huddle, as you know, Tiki, to be able to say something to a guy, hey, come on, and for other guys to be able to speak up and say something. But, look, that's, it's part of the responsibility of a quarterback. You got to take care of the 10 guys in the huddle, and you got to know what buttons to push. Some guys need to be yelled at. Some guys need a pat on the back. Some guys, everybody takes constructive criticism the same way. So, and I just don't know that. You look at Eli's demeanor and his personality. So I don't think he's the type of. I think he's going to go over and talk to him one-on-one, not trying to embarrass him. I think that's probably the approach that works best for Eli. But at the end of the day, it doesn't seem like it's working right now. This guy someone needs to sit him down and say, hey, look, you're not bigger than a team right now, and unfortunately, your behavior is becoming a bit of a distraction.
Yeah. No, the problem, Rich, is that the emotion that Odell has, Eli can't match it. You know what I mean? And so if you try to, he's not going to listen. So it becomes a moot point, if that makes sense.
That makes total sense. That's actually an outstanding point. It makes sense to me. I didn't even play. Rich Gannon with us here on Tiki and Tierney. Rich, great analyst for CBS. You see him on Monday. I caught you this Monday, NFL Monday, QB with my man Shine, and he's with us here on Tiki and Tierney.
The team that we obviously have focused on outside of the Giants and Odell Beckham all year, really, even preseason, was the Oakland Raiders, your former squad, and how good they have become perceptually. Now, defensively, they're actually playing very poorly. But offensively, Derek Carr and Michael Crabtree, they've done some things this year that I don't think we expected this quickly he'd be that good. How good is Derek Carr right now?
Guys, even going back to his rookie year, they were really bad around him. The offensive line was awful. They couldn't run the football. They didn't have any speed on the perimeter at wide receiver. And this kid still slung it around. And I was really impressed with him. The other thing is his toughness. He's willing to sit in there and take a hit. And, you look at his arm talent. And the other thing I think was terrific is Reggie McKenzie, they spent significant resources the last two off seasons surrounding the young quarterback with weapons. Last year it was Crabtree and Cooper. Last 2 years really they rebuilt this offensive line. They've got the starting five has tremendous size and physicality. They have a power-based running scheme, and he's got protection. The one area where they're struggling a little bit is they don't really have the juice or the production you want at the tight end position. But other than that, the quarterback's phenomenal. He can sling it. He can. You have to cover the entire field with a quarterback like Carr, and they realize the strength of the offense right now is him throwing the football down the field.
Rich, I'm sure you're aware of this. They're number one in touchdown red zone efficiency, the Raiders are. That's a stat that I'm not sure enough people know, but they're getting it done. Two teams that aren't right now, although the Cardinals get a chance to change that script tonight, Rich. Rich Gannon with us here on Tiki and Tierney. The Panthers and Arizona, just a multitude of things going wrong. Injuries, poor play, not protecting the rock. I mean, who do you have more confidence in here, Rich, that Carolina or the Cardinals will get it going before it gets too late?
I think both have been major disappointments, Brandon, up to this point. And I just got done watching the last two Cardinals games on tape last night, and the quarterback is forcing balls that he wouldn't normally force. They're not running it as well. I don't think they've protected as well. And defensively, I thought this was going to be a really good unit overall, and yet they've given up a lot of explosive plays, especially in the running game. So they've got some issues. Carolina's got some issues as well. And what's interesting is when you study both teams, we can focus on the quarterback play. I think Cam has been knocked around a little bit, hasn't played as well, hasn't thrown it as well. But I don't think it's just a quarterback play. I think when you really look under the hood, not playing as well defensively down in Carolina, I think they missed Josh Norman. I think that when you lose a corner like that, I'm not saying it limits you entirely in terms of what you can do, but when you have a premier corner like that, you're able to put him on the best receiver each week and not worry about it, and then go help other places, do other things, and be aggressive. Well, when you don't have that guy, then you've got to make up for his loss, and you've got to do some different things, roll coverage a certain way, cut coverage, and do different things to kind of make up for his absence. So there's a lot of reasons why both teams are struggling. The team that I have the most confidence in terms of turning it back around is Bruce Arians and his group in Arizona. I think that I like the makeup and the chemistry of this football team. They have not played as well as they need to, but something tells me they'll get it turned around and they'll be in the mix when we get to December.
Yeah, I think I agree with you because you look at the fundamentals, the underlying stats, it all points to the right direction except for the turnovers. You have Buffalo, L.A. this weekend. Now, I think that Buffalo has stemmed the tide with that was pushing Rex Ryan out the door. But L.A., are we buying them? I mean, they can't run the ball. Case Keenum is Case Keenum. Defensively, they're playing pretty good, but they're finding ways to win football games. Are we buying them?
No, I'm not. I watched a bunch of their tape, and what drives me crazy, Tiki, is they're not even blocking for time.
I know, they're terrible. It's like he doesn't get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know what it is? You study it. They have 8 and 9 man fronts, and they're trying to run the football, and they've got a safety in the end man line of scrimmage. They're not even blocking them.
You're right.
John Gurley's getting the ball. He's getting hit 2 yards in the backfield. So you say to yourself, is that a scheme situation? Is it the quarterback, Case Keenum's not looking at it? And they've got plenty of opportunities to push the ball down the field to Kenny Britt or to Tavon Austin. They're not doing it. I don't think he throws the ball particularly well. Keenum is not very accurate, and they're not very good on offense. The defense right now is carrying the load in a big, big way. I just don't know that they can sustain it over the course of a 16-game season. So I don't have a lot of confidence in that bunch. I think we're looking at unfortunately, another 8-8 season for them. That's my prediction. Although they're 3-1 right now, they're one of the surprises in the league. And then for the Buffalo Bills, it's a similar story. I mean, they're very, very good on defense, and no surprise there. I think they're better on offense as compared to what we see with the Rams. LaShawn McCoy's still an explosive player, and Tyrod Taylor can make things happen, but he's not very accurate. When you really study him, he misses a lot of short and intermediate throws. And, obviously they miss Sammy Watkins. So it'll be interesting to see what the Bills do over the course of the season. I don't know if they're a playoff caliber team either.